What's going on, Aries? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for September 19th to the 25th, 2022. So in this reading, Aries, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides regarding September 19th to the 25th, 2022. But before we begin this reading, Aries, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Aries, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated over here. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy and see what it is that would like to come through for you for the 19th to the 25th of September 2022, Aries. As always, I would like to clarify. I would like to thank the angels, the spirit guides, and the interdimensional beings who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aries. Alright, Aries, let's go ahead and lay out these cards and see what would like to come through for you. Okay. Alright, Aries, very interesting energy coming through for you. The first thing that I will say is that there seems to be a very tough disconnection that you may have to endure or go through for the 19th to the 25th. Like something that you don't really want to disconnect from it, but you know the universe has so much more out there for you that if you were to stay somewhere, it's almost like, or if you were to stay in some sort of frequency that you're familiar with, for some of you this is going to actually have to do with work, but for the vast majority it has to do with like some sort of soul family member or person or soul connection that you're dealing with. The universe is trying to upgrade your life, okay? And the reason I say that, Aries, is because we have the World card here in your opportunity for the 19th to the 25th. And the World card is all about making it through the hero's journey and being ready for some sort of reward or upgrade because you've done it all. There's some sort of expansion that can no longer continue to expand in a certain parameter or sector of your lifeline. And I once again feel like it's going to be different things for different Aries. We're going to clarify to get more information, but I really feel like it has to do with a soul family member, that it's like you've done the work that you needed to do together. You may have cried, you may have laughed, you may have loved. Maybe there's a lot of toxicity right now that's kind of pushing you out, maybe not. But in your challenge, you have the Queen of Pentacles here, Aries, and so with this being in your challenge, I really feel there's a sense of you don't know where you're going in the physical world because of this upgrade that you know the universe has for you. There could be this feeling of maybe I don't have the resources to move out of the situation that I know that I'm being called to move out of. That's what I sense here. Or there's some sort of thing about you're letting go of something that brings you immense physical comfort. The Queen of Pentacles is a nurturer. She, the energy of the Queen of Pentacles is makes everyone feel good. So you have something, I'm not going to necessarily say it's completely toxic, but you have something that makes you feel really good, like homemade soup, but the soup is going bad right now. And I hate to say that to you. It's not like an easy thing for me to say to you, but you know it if you know deep down, if you search within. So we're going to have to clarify to see what that's about. Now, here's the thing, Aries. In your overall general energy, you have the Four of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Cups, and you also have the Wheel of Fortune here. So there is something that you're pulling your energy back from. The Four of Pentacles here is kind of like the Four of Cups, like disconnecting, consolidating your resources. So you need to pull you're going to be pulling your energy back from something, and then you're getting ready to go on a new exciting journey. The Wheel of Fortune has to do with your destiny, Aries, with unseen forces coming into play, good luck, synchronicity, chance events happening. And the Nine of Cups here is all about someone being individually satisfied. So you may find yourself in some sort of situation where it's like, in order for you to really be happy, you need to look at something else. And we're going to clarify to see what this is all about, Aries. But here's the thing. A lot of you need to stop beating yourself up about manifestation. Before we move on, this is maybe one of the most important things that's coming through very strongly right now, Aries. Because in the advice from your spirit guide, you have the Magician here. And because a lot of you are going through a period of an ending, a lot of you are trying to manifest something, and because it's not happening and you're going through this transition, you're either telling yourself the law of attraction doesn't work, or you're telling yourself, I suck at manifesting. Both of these are falsehoods, okay? What you have to understand is that the truth is always somewhere in the middle. And I really feel like you're going through an incubation period or a transition period. It's almost like you are a caterpillar, or you're in the chrysalis. You know, the caterpillar goes into the little thing and then it becomes a butterfly. You're in that little thing right now, Aries. So the universe always has a plan for you. It's just about not being down on yourself and being ready. I feel like you're being prepared to really let something land, okay? It's like you may really want something right now. I feel like a lot of you really want a new commitment. You want someone really hot, or you want someone like a new romantic partner, or you want a new job. And you have to remember that all those things, although on a certain level they'll make you happy, if you were to snap your finger and you were to get all of those things right now, I guarantee you wouldn't actually be any happier. Okay, so what are these items that you're chasing after? And realize that it's really about spiritual growth. Of course you're going to get these things, but you need to do it the right way so that you don't end up like Britney Spears shaving your head with cocaine in your nostrils when you get what you want. So I love how I just like casually, like I should have just like not even broke character there. But you have here the, and what you don't see coming, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, and also the Queen of Cups. I really do feel like, Aries, this is screaming that there's a new soul family member. This is going to be in the form of a friend group or a lover, a new lover that is wanting to come into your reality. Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands here is, for me, the card of soul family and destiny. So you have to realize that there's a new beginning for you with relationships right now. For now, it's about pulling your energy back and maybe letting go of things that don't need to be there anymore. And it's very hard for you because in the advice from your spirit guides, and we're going to clarify this, but you have the Queen of Swords, you have the Magician, and you also have the Five of Pentacles here in the advice. So I'm sorry to say it, Aries, but it seems like you're going to have to be a little bit of a biatch, be like, bitch, like, and cut something out of your life, because the Queen of Swords to the Five of Pentacles here in the advice is like, you know that you feel like an outsider somewhere. Yes, on a certain level, it brings you comfort. This is either going to be a job or it's going to be a relationship. On one level, the Queen of Pentacles, it provides you security. It makes you feel at home, Aries. But on the other end of the spectrum here, you understand that you have something good, but in order to have something great, you need to give up the good thing first. And maybe not all the time you have to give up the good thing first, like, but right now you do, okay? Like, Queen of Swords, Five of Pentacles here, and the Magician. The Magician is here. I'm telling you, there's an idea of, like, make sure that you don't tell yourself the law of attraction doesn't work, or I suck at manifestation. True soul-based manifestation is all about blending the idea of free will and destiny. And there's like an image coming into my head of like, let's say that you wanted, just to illustrate, before we move on, this is very important for you, Aries, to understand the concept of your destiny. Let's say like that I went to the shopping mall and I said, I'm going to manifest a parking spot. Have you ever done that? Been driving in your car and said like, you know, I'm going to manifest an open parking spot. Okay, I go to the shopping mall. With my intention, I manifest an open parking spot. I go in my car, it's there, and I'm like, I did it. Then the universe gives you an idea of a parallel dimension where you're going to the shopping mart and you didn't set the intention to manifest the parking spot, but you just went there and the parking spot was open and you went into the same parking spot even though you didn't set the intention, magician, to manifest it. The reason I'm telling you this, Aries, is because a lot of you are obsessing with the idea of manifestation. I'm not doing enough with it. I'm not doing it right. But what's meant for you cannot pass you. So whether you set the intention to get into the parking spot or you just go along and you get into the parking spot, you're going to get into the parking spot. What's the parking spot? It's more happiness, fulfillment with a relationship, a job, or whatever for you. So what I'm telling you is basically relax. Now, this is not some sort of determinism telling you that you have no free will. No, of course you do. But certain things will be, it's written, maktub, right? So let's go ahead and start clarifying some of this energy for you, Aries, here. There's so much amazing things that are on the brink of your life here. So don't sweat the small stuff in the present moment. So let's go ahead, Aries. Let's clarify this world, all right? There's a major ending. Like there's at least an opportunity to recognize that there's an ending in your life. And so let's go ahead and see why the world card is here for you, Aries, in your opportunity. Okay, let's go ahead and say. One more. Why is the world card here? Alright, the world card is clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and also the world. Alright, we have a duplicate here, which tells me that I'm on point. So for a lot of you, this could have to do with the idea of collaborating with someone in the physical realm. This could be someone that you're in a situationship with or a relationship that you know that it's come to an end. There's not a lot of work that can be put into it here. This also could be having to do with your work situation. You've evolved beyond some sort of career. You've done all the expansion and now you're being called to move on to something new. But for a lot of you, it has to do with just simply working with someone and participating with them in the physical reality, those pentacles. I mean, and the world card is here again. So you're due for an upgrade. Like what you think is your limit, you have way more happiness to come in, okay, Aries? So, like, clearly there's an ending of something that you're doing in the physical world. This is not an idea. This is not an ending to a thought pattern. This is not an ending to, this is an ending to something in your physical life, okay? So, what I want to clarify now, as well, is why is the Queen of Pentacles here in your challenge? All right? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here in your challenge? Whenever you let go of something physical, you know, there might be ideas of lack coming into your mind. You know, so let's see why the Queen of Pentacles is here in your challenge. Like, why is the Queen of Pentacles here in your challenge? The Queen of Pentacles here in your challenge is clarified by the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and also the 2 of Swords here. So there's someone that you really don't want to really let go of here, but you probably should here. So this has to do with someone that makes you feel, this could be someone around you. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It's a soul connection though, so probably is for most of you. They make you feel at home here. There's a cozy feeling to it. But ultimately in your challenge here, I feel like a lot of you don't want to walk away from this, even though the expansion point has basically been maximized in the particular pattern that you are experiencing this person in. So it's like maybe you can be friends with this person, but the degree of closeness that you currently have needs to be transformed because you're meant to be close with other things into the future. And, you know, working with basically probably over 1,000 clients at this point for tarot and spiritual coaching, the number one thing people don't do is let go of something that they know they need to let go of. And then what that happens is they don't clear space for what's really meant to be in their life. Of course, you'll get there, but it's like, it'll be much more of a rocky road. So just be aware, Aries. I mean, there's a very, 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 like, hard decision that has to be made here. But it's your challenge. So let's also go ahead and clarify why is this Wheel of Fortune here for you in your overall general energy? Some sort of unseen forces coming into play. There could be someone new that you meet here. Definitely, I'm sensing a new beginning opens up for you. Yeah, Page of Wands. It could be quite an innocent thing at first, fun. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Page of Wands. There's definitely a fun, exciting new direction of travel maybe that you're going to be moving in. yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Fool. All right, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Fool. So with this energy, in order to get this going, in order to bring good luck and harness the energy of your destiny, Aries, you just got to get things moving. Move in a new direction. You know, you have the Fool, you have the World here, cycles beginning and closing. And the Knight of Swords to the Page of Wands is kind of a youthful, just, you know, fuck it, like let's go, because this is what the intuition is telling us, right? But the problem is there's an element of coldness here that you're needing to embody. So it's not like you're going to disconnect from this cozy thing and then you're instantly going to have all of the benefits. It's like the advice from Spirit is like you may need to go into a period of grieving. Like you may need to release emotions here about this. I don't know what this is about. It's going to be different for all of you. So let's also go ahead and clarify, Aries. Why is because there's an imbalance definitely with you in something. It's either your work or a soul family member. There's an imbalance that needs to be corrected, and I'm sorry, but I feel like it's only going to be corrected by like complete shift, right? So why is the Four of Pentacles here in your actually no, I feel like we've done enough with that. Why let's go ahead and clarify here why the Ace of Swords is here in What You Don't See Coming. I feel like there's a decision for you to be firm here about a new direction. But let's go ahead and see why is the Ace of Swords here for Aries in What You Don't See Coming. You know, that's just like readiness. All right, the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Swords and also the Ace, or the Six of Wands and also the Nine of Swords here. Yeah, there's an energy surrounding you about like if you were to really go off and kill it, Aries, if you were to go off and manifest exactly what you want, there's an energy that you're connected to that's going to be very upset about that because there's like this almost, you need to be very aware. Are you stealing someone's energy around you, or someone stealing your energy? Like, does someone think that they own you? Do you think that you own someone and so you're not willing to give it up? Like, there's something here about a victory, a new direction that you move into that makes someone very upset. It could be you, but I'm sensing it's the person you're disconnecting from, or the work. Maybe you tell your job, I'm not coming in tomorrow. It's a victory for you, but then the company's like, well, fuck, right? Or something like that. So it's like, listen, if it was easy, everyone would do it. Why do you think everyone's stuck in a life where, like, it's not their optimal timeline? Well, it's because there needs to be very tough decisions that are made. And especially with people who are understanding of what timelines are, there's all these ideas of, like, spiritual bullshit, basically, where it's like, I need to hold on to things that are toxic because in order for me to be spiritual, I need to love everything. I need to love the toxic energy. You don't need to love the toxic energy, right? It's like, you need to be like, love yourself, right? There's a quote in the Bible, it's like, something about like, do unto, like, love your neighbor above all else. But it's like, that only presupposes that you love yourself more than you love your neighbor, right? The whole problem is in this world, like, we're all like, trying to like, I'm not saying, all right. Why, tell me more about this Four of Wands. This is a new soul family relationship coming in for you. There's some sort of new passageway. Whenever you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands in a reading, especially surrounded by the Fool in the World, like there's a new portal for you. And it has to do with people. It has to do with people. This could be someone that you get married to eventually, that you're meant to be with, someone you have children with. I don't know. Why is the... like, it's meant to be a celebration right now. Why is the Four of Wands here for you, Aries, in What You Don't See Coming? One more. Four of Wands and What You Don't See Coming is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and also the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, there's a fiery, you know, I'm all fire and earth in my chart. I'm all fire and earth. So that's like spiritual passion mixed with grounded physical damnness, right? And like basically with this being in the Four of Wands clarification, there's something that's going to satisfy you in a human level, but also a spiritual level. Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, that's you know, there could be a really powerful person that comes in that makes you feel very sexually excited, a new beginning with them. But I don't think you know who this person is yet. That's why the Two of Wands is here. You don't, it's like you're still holding on to this when you have the whole world in the palm of your hands, Aries. Wow. Yeah, wow. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some of this advice for you, right? Let's go ahead and clarify, first of all, why is the Queen of Swords here in the advice? Whether you're more masculine or feminine, I really feel like this is the energy that you need to embody of just, don't think, oh, I'm spiritual, so I must stay here. It's like, no. Why is the Queen of Swords here for you in your advice? A Goldine. That's what you're like. You need to turn into a more powerful Pokemon. Right now you're Goldine. You turn to Gyarados. Alright, why is the Queen of Swords here? Let's see, why is the Queen of Swords here? Queen of Swords in your advice is clarified by the Moon, by the Four of Swords, and by the Nine of Wands. Clearly there's some sort of unfinished business that you're meant to heal, you're meant to move in a new direction. Really, the Queen of Swords to the Moon is like, don't be afraid to jump into the unknown. Don't be afraid to face your fear. The thing that you fear the most is a lot of times the very thing that you need to do. Yeah, and then you also have this unfinished business that you're meant to heal. The Nine of Wands is all about unfinished business, kind of like wounding coming up that's meant to be healed here. But the problem is it's not going to be healed through some sort of like fuzzy thing. It may for some of you, but for a lot of you it's like it's only going to be healed through the frequency of feeling like an outsider for a little bit. The Five of Pentacles. So last thing that I want to clarify for you, Aries, is why the Magician is here. Because basically you're meant to go in a direction where you disconnect and you kind of feel like shit for a while. But that's only to your ego, all right? The soul is like clapping for you. So why is the Magician here? Because, yeah, last card, why is the Magician here? In the advice from your spirit. Why is the Magician here, Aries? In the advice from spirit to you? Yeah, I almost said the Judgment. The Magician is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Judgment, and also the Seven of Swords here. Yeah, so I'm telling you, Aries, there's someone who you can have a family with, or like, there's some sort of very powerful like connection of your life that's meant to come into your reality. Just hold it in your thoughts, but don't pressure it to happen immediately is what I'm getting. You also have the Seven of Swords here. So I do feel like there's an element of someone's not going to be happy with this move for you, but like you got to be like the Loch Ness monster sometimes, and you need to be able to be a monster. You know what? Fuck that. I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's a new beginning for you with long-term fulfillment that's coming in, Aries, but you got to do the work. So with that being said, I hope that this provided you clarity and insight. I'll talk to you next week. This is the Autistic Mystic Aries.